How you guys doing? USMC Doc 14 here, going on a little rant after doing some community involvement or vigilante justice, depending on how you want to look at it. Anyway, those of you who are first-time viewers, I utilize colorful vocabulary, so I apologize when I swear, and I will swear. Well, anyway, this morning, right now I'm sitting right down the street from a dude's house, well, actually a bunch of neighbors' house, because I'm sitting there and I'm reading the news, and it appears that these two neighbors are getting into this sort of bitching match because neighbor 1 actually went and stole neighbor 2's flag multiple times from his mailbox because neighbor 2 doesn't have a light on it and he leaves a flag out 24 hours. Now, technically, yeah, it's a violation of the flag code. If you're going to leave a flag out overnight, it needs to be illuminated. Now, I'm not going to sit there and try to justify why dude didn't put a light on there. You know, maybe he was like, fuck you, nosy-ass neighbor. Or maybe he's old and crusty and doesn't know how to figure out electricity or have the energy to go and run a light out there, okay? That's the moot point. But the point that pissed me off is that you're going to go out and steal dude's flag like you're stealing a toy from a 3-year-old because he's not using it right. That pisses me off. And also, every statement that he made through all these different news articles of who he is. There's a bunch of shit that irritates me. Like homeowners associations piss me off. Self-entitled motherfuckers who feel that they need to police the neighborhood, okay? And go to great lengths to do it piss me off. People who play the fucking veteran card, okay? I'm not insulting veterans or active duty military because I am active duty military because we know these people, okay? The people who every minute have to throw out the fucking veteran card or use it to some sort of advantage. I served 20 years in the blah blah blah. That's nice. Thank you for your service. Now shut the fuck up, civilian. Those people piss me off. Passive aggressive motherfuckers. People who would rather do things and not actually confront people piss me off. Or they just won't go that extra step to take care of what is bothering them. So you combine all these together and you end up with this douche nozzle who's sitting there and he's stealing his neighbor's flag because his neighbor won't put up a flagpole light. So I did what any good neighbor would do. I did what any good veteran would do. I went over to the Navy Exchange and I bought a $5 LED spotlight. The solar powered ones? Yeah, and I mounted it to his fucking flagpole and I left a note. Because now his flag has a light. What's funny is, if he has the respect enough to put a flag out in front of his house, okay, to respect this country, why can't I have enough respect to put a light on it for him? If that bothered me so much that his flag didn't have a light on it, that I was willing to steal his flag multiple times, is it really that fucking hard to go out and buy a $5 solar-powered light and put it on it? Okay, now mind you, I knocked on the dude's door to see if he was home and make sure it was all good, and he wasn't home, which I really wanted to, verify it with him, make sure it was all cool, but wasn't home, so I went and stuck the solar-powered light underneath his flag, left a note saying enjoy the light. Also left a note for his neighbor that if I find the light missing, we're gonna have a nice little fucking conversation. Anyway, moral of the story is, if something irritates you to the point, to a point of no end, take care of it, okay? Take care of it like a man. Take care of it like an adult, okay? If my neighbor had something going on and it irritated me to that bad, and my neighbor was either unwilling or unable to take care of it, I would ask them politely if I can take care of it for them. And that's what I do, because that's what neighbors are. They're not just people who live next door to you. I've lived in many fucking areas where I live near people who live next door to me and not neighbors. Anyway, links to the pictures are below. If you have any questions or comments, please post them below. Thank you guys for subscribing.